From pit to palace, Joseph's unbreakable faith. In the ancient land of Canaan, where vast fields stretched under the relentless sun, lived a young man named Joseph. He was the favored son of Jacob, adorned with a coat of many colors that symbolized his father's love. But this favoritism bred jealousy among his 11 brothers, who saw Joseph as nothing more than a dreamer with lofty ambitions. One day, Joseph shared visions from his sleep, dreams where sheaves of wheat bowed to him and stars paid homage to him. His brothers seethed with rage, plotting to rid themselves of this dreamer. Seized by opportunity in the fields, the brothers threw Joseph into a deep, empty pit, ignoring his pleas for mercy. As he sat in the darkness, the cold earth pressing against him, doubt crept in. Had his dreams been mere illusions? Was this the end of his story? But deep within, a spark of faith flickered, faith in a God who had whispered promises in the night. Before long, merchants passed by, and the brothers sold Joseph as a slave bound for Egypt. Stripped of his coat, his freedom, and his family, Joseph was thrust into a foreign world of pyramids and pharaohs, where he became a servant in the house of Potiphar, a high-ranking official. Life in Egypt was a grind of endless labor, but Joseph refused to let bitterness take root. He worked with integrity, his faith guiding every action. "The Lord is with me," he whispered during long nights, drawing strength from an unseen source. His diligence caught Potiphar's eye, and soon Joseph rose to oversee the entire household. Prosperity followed him like a shadow. Everything he touched flourished, yet adversity struck again. Potiphar's wife, enamored and spurned, falsely accused him of betrayal. Thrown into prison, Joseph found himself in another pit, this time behind iron bars, forgotten by the world. In the dim cells of the dungeon, where despair echoed off stone walls, Joseph could have surrendered to hopelessness. Days blurred into months and months into years, but he chose perseverance. He interpreted dreams for fellow prisoners, a cupbearer and a baker, with accuracy born of divine insight. "Do not interpretations belong to God?" he asked, crediting his gift to a higher power. The cupbearer, restored to Pharaoh's service, promised to remember Joseph but forgot him entirely. 2 more years passed in silence. Then, in a twist of fate, Pharaoh himself was plagued by troubling dreams. 7 fat cows devoured by 7 gaunt ones, 7 healthy ears of grain consumed by 7 withered. None of his wise men could unravel the mystery. The cupbearer, memory jogged, mentioned the Hebrew prisoner who had foreseen his own fate. Summoned from the depths, Joseph stood before the ruler of Egypt, unclean and unchained, yet composed. "It is not in me," he humbly declared. "God will give Pharaoh an answer of peace." With God's wisdom, Joseph revealed the dream's meaning: 7 years of plenty followed by 7 of famine. He advised storing grain during abundance to survive the lean times. Impressed by his insight and spirit, Pharaoh elevated Joseph from prisoner to second in command, adorning him with royal robes and a signet ring. At 30 years old, the former slave now governed the mightiest empire, overseeing granaries that would save nations. When famine gripped the world, including Canaan, Joseph's brothers journeyed to Egypt for food, unknowingly bowing before the brother they had betrayed. The sheaves and stars of his dreams had come true, but instead of revenge, Joseph chose forgiveness. Tears streaming, he revealed himself. "You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good." He embraced them, providing for their families and reuniting with his father. Through trials that tested his soul, Joseph's unwavering faith transformed betrayal into blessing, proving that even the deepest pits can lead to the highest palaces. As the years unfolded, Joseph lived to see his descendants thrive, a testament to resilience. His story whispers to us across millennia. In the face of injustice and delay, hold fast to your dreams and trust the divine plan. What pit are you in today? Rise with faith, for your palace awaits. Key lesson: no matter how deep the betrayal or long the wait, faith and perseverance can turn life's lowest points into platforms for extraordinary purpose. Scripture reference inspired by Genesis 37:50. If you enjoyed this content, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel and page to stay updated with more amazing stories and inspiration. Your support means the world.